Good morning, sixth graders, and happy Monday. I hope that everyone had a wonderful weekend, that you're back and ready for another 5-day week, focused and ready to learn and ready to make all those great choices that I know you can make. So today we're going to continue talking about accepting challenges. And I have a story for you that I want you to listen to. Now, I personally don't think we're ever too old to learn something from a story or a book. Even if it seems like it might be for littler kids, there's still something that we can learn. And I love to listen to someone read a story to me. So I am going to do that for you because I think secretly, whether you admit it or not, you probably like when someone reads you a story as well. So I'm going to read you a story, and I want you to think about the challenges that Humpty Dumpty faces in this story and how he overcomes those challenges. And then I want you to think about your own life and the challenges that you're facing and how you can overcome those challenges just like he did.
After the Fall, How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again by Dan Sinnott. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then one day, I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together. Well, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. I walked past the wall every day, and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city, but I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches. Day after day, I kept trying and trying until I got it just right. My plane was perfect and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. Unfortunately, accidents happen. They always do. I almost walked away again, but then I thought about all the time I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things I'd missed. I decided I was going to climb that wall. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it. I was terrified. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing, one step at a time, until I was no longer afraid. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. Hopefully, you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. And learned how to fly. Life begins when you get back up. The end.
Okay, so I hope that you learned something from that and that you can take that and apply it to your own life and to the challenges that you're facing. We're going to wrap up for today, and we have some more lunch groups. This is our last week. We should get to everybody by the end of this week. We're gonna double check and make sure that we didn't miss anybody, and make sure that anyone who is absent has had a chance to get added back in. But here are today's lunch groups. We will see you at lunch, and I will see you tomorrow. Titans Pledge. As a Titan, I am respectful, responsible, and safe. I pledge to pursue excellence, live with integrity, and act with purpose.